Hello everyone. I seem to be filming in landscape. I think I might have just solved a problem. Anyway, hi. So I am here with another installment of my ring bound journal start to finish. So here are my two prototypes, and we've done the covers, we've done the ephemera folders, and now I want to work on these little envelopes. They're document envelopes. I think that's they're gusseted document envelopes. They've got a nice big gusset in there. And I don't know what I'll fill those yet with. So that's that one. And they have a little string with a little wraparoundy thing, and the string has a little die cut on it, or punch. And then here's this one that has this gusseted envelope here. Same thing. And so I'm going to take you through how I made these. So here's the one that we've been working on. Here is the flippy magneted thing we made last time. And I've just stuck a tall flower cutout in there just to see how it would work. Let me just make sure I'm on screen here. Okay. So now on this next bit, I'm going to make a gusseted envelope. And so I've picked these out, and I've just cut them. They're both 7.5 inches tall, and they're two pieces. This is the back piece. This is going to be a 1-inch strip that slides into the adapter. There's going to be this that I've already scored a little bit of a 1/2 inch fold there. So that'll hopefully stay outside of the adapter. I think I have that worked out. This will be the flap over the top, and I'm just going to need to score that and then do the hole and a W fold gusset, and then it's pretty straightforward. So let me score. So I don't have a scoreboard, and when I need to score something, so this is nice. This line here lines up with the adapter really nicely, so I can use that to tell where I'm going to be. And I just used my bone folder, and there's a little valley right here. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to do it on the other side. That I can use to make my score line. And I realize I'm supposed to be scoring it on the other side, but I really need to see. I'm not measuring, I'm doing this by eye. So that's one fold, and then I need a little bit of a spine-ish to allow the top to some space. So here's it's hard for you to see, I'm sure, my score. And I'm just going to line that up with this. I guess it's a 1/2 inch from the, I should probably do less than that. I should probably do about 1/4 inch. It's really hard to do 1/4 inch. I'm going to do a little bit more than that, and I'm going to make another score right here. I guess it's winding up being about 1/2 inch. I think that's wider than I made the other two. But there, so now I can just fold on both of those score lines. And I'll have my cover flap. I really don't have room for one of those big scoreboards, so I just make do. It works out just fine. I think if I get a new space, which is what we're thinking about doing, then I might be able to get some of those bigger tools that everybody has. But for now, I'm making do just fine with the bone folder method. Okay, so this is gonna sit here. That's gonna fold over there, and the whole thing is gonna slide into an adapter. So I'm just gonna make a little bit of a thumb hole here with my 2-inch punch, and I'm just gonna eyeball that, trying not to get too many wings snipped off in the process. Okay, there's a thumb hole thing, and that's gonna get glued on right there. But before I do any gluing, I want to make my my closure, and then I'll do the W's on the side. So for my closure, all I do, where's my little, I have a little hole punch that is right here, and I tend to use just some scrap. Oh, here I have some scrap file folder. Maybe I'll do this one out of scrap file folder. I just make a couple of hole punches with this. It's a 5/8 inch Recollections hole punch, and I always take that plastic bit out of the bottom because it annoys me. And I'm gonna make 3 of these. Maybe I'll make 4. Okay. So with one of these, oops, I'm going to glue them together. Oh, that wasn't on properly. That's not good. Glue 2 of these together because that will be super strong. And that will be the thing that we wrap around. And then, oops, glue strings. Let's see if I can get that, oh no, get that off my finger without incident. Okay. And then these I will wind up gluing onto this just to reinforce that piece of paper, but I'll wait, I'll do that later. And I will also pick out, here I have a little brad, and I'm going to make a spacer by taking one of these itty bitty, and it doesn't matter what color it is because you're not going to see it, an itty bitty eyelet, and I will give it a good squash. And I don't need my crocodile to squash these itty bitty ones. These itty bitty ones squash just fine with just a handheld needle nose pliers. And then this will, and I'll need my pokey tool, otherwise known as an awl, and I'm just going to poke a hole through the center of my closure thingy, and I will put my brad through that, and I'll put the squashed eyelet on the back there, so it's going to act as a spacer when you try and get the string around. And then this, let's see, where do I want my closure to go? On the front cover there. Ooh, I'm so sticky already. I think I want it to be kind of centered, maybe right there. Well, that doesn't look centered now. I'm looking at it this way. Yeah, I think this line is going to draw your eye to it, even though it might not be perfectly centered, but you're going to want to think it is. So just make a pokey hole in there. I will, come on, stick that whole kit and caboodle through there, and I will open the brads on this side. I'll just give that a good squish. I will put some washi tape over the, oh, look what I got, you guys. I'm so excited. Shh. I got myself some Tim Holtz washi tape. A little COVID present to myself. Look at all the choices you have here. It's so exciting. And look at the sparkly one. It's so pretty. All right, I think I'm going to use, how wide is that? It's not very wide. I think I need, use this one. Okay, a little bit of my new washi tape on the back. And I just washi tape this so that when you're putting things in and out of the pocket, it doesn't catch on the little, the prongs of the brad. And this, this is not to disparage Tim Holtz. I've never used this before. This is just habit. I glue stick the back of the washi tape. I'm sure Tim Holtz washi tape is excellent quality. Just habit. Okay, put those back, that back. Ooh, it has a really nice translucent nature. I'm going to be very happy with that washi tape, I can tell. Okay, so that is the closure for that, which means, oh, I'm going to need an eyelet. And I'm just going to use a small eyelet for this. And I'll take one of these antiqued ones. Gosh, these are so tiny. My ring's in the way there. Okay, little tiny eyelet. Ah, they're sticking to me. Okay. All right, so now I need to glue these down. I think I'll glue these down first. So I want that to be kind of in the same spot there. And I didn't realize that I'm just going to eyeball the bottom bit here. It's not going to be perfect. Maybe I'll only do the one. Probably only needs the one. I'll save that for something else. Okay. So then I'm just going to pokey tool this in the center. And stick that in there. Come on, little guy. I thought I was going to be able to get away without pulling out the big bite on this one, but maybe not. All right, here comes the big bite. I'll do it properly. I just have it set for the big eyelets, and I thought I might get away with having to switch it. Okay, so this is an 1/8 inch eyelet. I will make my 1/8 inch eyelet hole. Move that to the end. Pop my 1/8 inch eyelet. Ooh. Pop my 1/8 inch eyelet into the hole. Oh, I didn't do a very good job. Okay, that's okay. Bodgy crafting, as they say. And squish it. Oops. Very bodgy. Like that word, by the way. I've adopted that. Okay. I think that's a Rachel word. Okay. Maybe it's Tina. Okay, so here is, see, I've got my fold there. That's what I'm going to use to glue down. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. I'm going to string close that, but I still need my side gussets. And for my side gussets, I'm going to grab a scrap piece of paper. Let's see, that looks like it's about the right height. If I fold this in half, will that still be good enough? That should still be good enough. So I'm going to fold that in half and trim off the fold. And now I have 2 identical pieces that I'm going to fold each of these in half. And again, you can tell I did not measure anything right there. And then I'm going to fold each half of these backwards. So I get a W or an M, depending on how you look at it. And I just eyeball these things. This really does not have to be precise. It's nice if the 2 sides match. So whatever piece you have, if you're using the same the same width of these folds. Oops, I messed that up. Yeah, same width of the folds, so that when they accordion out, so when they act as their gussets, they're doing it in tandem. I forget who I watched do this. I watched this on some channel at some point. Okay, so now I'm going to commit and glue this front piece down. And that's one of the things I really enjoy about this craft, is kind of doing the reverse engineering and figuring out how things go together and what order they're supposed to go together. I find that an enjoyable, creative challenge. So it's finally a sunny day here. We had some sun yesterday, and my husband and my son and I went out and did some work on trying to fix an osprey pole so that the ospreys could nest. And every time, because their nest fell down over the winter, and so we'd go out and the ospreys were watching us. They'd fly way low, and my husband went down first and came back to get us, and apparently while we had been gone, the osprey had perched on the one that my husband had pounded into the marsh and had a fish, and there were fish guts everywhere when we got back. But so yeah, so it's beautiful out there today. I'm sorry, I just got distracted looking out the window. Got a little sunshine, hoping to get outside a bit. Okay, so that looks like it's going to work out perfectly. Let's see, I always have to think about this. I want the gusset this way, because this way it will allow the most space. If I do it this way, it will impinge more, and this way you're going to get a little bit more, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Probably doesn't matter really which way you do it. So I'm going to lay both of these down on the base first. So this one will go here. And there is going to be a little bit of a gap here at the bottom, but that's okay, because you just won't be able to put like loose things in there. It will be for paper things, right? And then this one will go here. I just want to make sure I do it the same way. Even if it's a wrong way, I'm going to do it the same way, so that they match, the two sides match. Just trying to line things up as best I can, using whatever, points of reference I can, like these lines and the edges and this line here. Okay, and then I will put glue on both of the tops of these gussets. And then I'll fold her up. Okay, I just need some string. I've got this roll of twine. I don't need a lot because it's a pretty small, close closure. And I will poke this through here. And pull these ends through. Like so. And then I'm just going to put a little figure 8 stopper knot so it doesn't slide out on this end. Maybe, if the tiny strands will allow. I realize you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just putting a knot in the end of the string. Oops, maybe not. I'm just going to do a less fancy knot because there's not enough there. It's being difficult. Oh dear. Ah! Oh my goodness. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put the stopper knot in first. All right. Figure 8. There we go. And now do this bit again. Oh my. What are you looking for?
My wallet.
Oh dear. Okay. So that will go in like that. It'll probably, I don't usually have to fuss so much with this. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time today. Okay, there we go. That's how I want it. And that will just wrap around. Let's just make sure nothing is sticking where it should not stick here. And things are sticking where it should stick. There we go. That's good. That's all good. Okay. So there's the gusset on that side. And there's the gusset. Gluey gusset on that side. And this can open fairly wide. And it closes with the string. Like that. Oh, that's getting kind of in the way, huh? Okay. And we need our butterfly. Here, we'll do a little green butterfly for this one. Did you find it? Oh dear. I may have to pause and come back. All right. Be right back. Hello again, I'm back. He was looking at it was my husband who was looking for his wallet. Did not find it. It is either in the wash, which he never does, or like actually in the washing machine right now, or it fell out of his pocket when we were in the marsh yesterday. So he's gone to look back to the marsh to see if he can find his wallet. Ugh, poor man. Okay, here we go. This is just the finishing touch. So I like when I do the butterflies that the string goes right down the center as if it was part of the, like the antenna, the body, and so this will help prevent the string from unraveling. It adds a nice little accent to the piece. and it helps you find the string when you go to wind or unwind it. So I like doing that. And that one is another Recollections 29 30 inch, or it's just a butterfly punch. It's cute. I like it. And when you punch it out of the file folder, it makes a nice sturdy little embellishment. Okay. So that is that. Oh, and the glue I'm using is Scotch Create. Ordered for Amazon. Everything is ordered from Amazon nowadays. And that is my little ephemera folder, file folder thing. Not ephemera folder. File folder for what have you. I was thinking about using these for a journal, but it's really not. It has to be a very small little journal. So I think I'll use it, just leave it open, maybe throw some journaling cards or something in there. So let's throw it into the book. I think that's me. That's the thing I do, is to make some kind of pocket holder and removable journal for these. Okay, so that is going to slide right in there. So, whoops, that one came out a little bit proud. That's okay. That's all right. Doesn't matter. It's fine. Okay, I could, you know what I could do? If I trimmed down this just a smidge, it would enter in, it would go in there just a smidge more. So I'm gonna just cut along these yellow spheres that look like lemons. And I think I'll round these corners. And if I slide that in there, now again, that works out pretty well. Oh, and that's the back. The back looks really quite nice too. Okay, so now I will just glue that in place. Could probably slide it in even a little more. Let's see. And it really does not interfere with the opening of that thing. Cut it down. I'm just thinking if I want to cut it down at all any more than I have. So if we close it up, I think it's all right, because this is going to get thicker. I think it's fine. Okay, let me glue that in and then we'll be done. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to squirt some glue in there while I've stuck it in. There we go. And what that will do is glue that into place. And I got it, I can feel that it's right down there into the crease. So it's gluing the adapter to the Tim Holtz paper, and it's also in spaces gluing the two sheets together. So that's going to form a nice solid, oops, that's why that didn't look right. There we go. And there is our gusseted folder for that one. So like I say, I think I'm going to work on a pocket and a journal to stick in here next. And I also want to do some envelope pockets. So maybe those will be the next 2 projects that I do. So if you've come this far, thank you so much for watching. Please click like and subscribe, and hope you are staying healthy and you have a lovely day. Bye-bye.